Come on, man. Not again. Ah! They got me! Cheap special effects! Ah! What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Y'all see that 4? Y'all see that 4? Let's get this video to 400 likes in honor of Metroid Prime 4 never ever coming out ever in our whole lives. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're going to talk about this, but before we get started, like I said, let's get this video some likes. 400. We can do 400. I believe we can. Alright. Where can I begin? Where do I begin? With the game first being announced. Let's start there. First being announced at E3, when it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I forget when. But it was announced. This is some Final Fantasy VII remastered stuff, bro. But it was announced. Oh, I lost it. Y'all saw my reaction. My feet were up in the air. I couldn't believe it. I was hyped for Metroid Prime 4. Why? So y'all don't know my history with this game, bro. On the Super Nintendo, arguably, definitely top 3. It was Mario World, Link to the Past, Super Metroid. Those were the 3 for the Super Nintendo. This was the game where I fell in love with the Metroid series. Metroid on the NES was way too hard. I couldn't beat it. I got lost. But this game was perfect. The right balance of difficulty. Excellent level design. The whole world was just so interconnected. Beautiful game. I beat this game 50 million times on my Super Nintendo. So many times, 100%ed. I had the strategy guide, everything. So loved it. When they announced the Metroid Prime games, and when it went to 3D, first-person perspective, and when there was an outcry by fans, y'all heard about outcry? I was one of those fans. Like, what are y'all doing to Metroid, Nintendo? Y'all skipped the generation, didn't give it to us on the 64, and then y'all do this? But once I started playing Metroid Prime, I was like, Nintendo knows exactly what they're doing. Oh, Metroid Prime was so good. Love Metroid Prime. I didn't finish 2 or 3 in the Metroid Prime series. In fact, I made it almost to the end. Metroid Prime 3, I got distracted. But the first Metroid Prime was straight fire. Beat that game. Dope. So I love the Metroid series, starting from the Super Nintendo. When they first announced this, and this is all they gave us, so I was hyped that Prime 4 was being developed. But at the same time, I was like, okay, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Not even a visor. I could have done this. No lie, I really could have done this. So it let me know that the game was early in development. I was like, that's cool. They just announced it. I thought we're going to get gameplay footage, CGI, something at next year E3. Then that passed. And I think another E3 passed. And we didn't get nothing. Then I was like, all right, Nintendo, it's time to tell us something. And they did. They told us the game was being delayed. I was raging! No! Why, Nintendo? Why you do this, Nintendo? I know dudes are like, Obi-Wan, just chillax, calm down. Nintendo knows what they're doing. Now, a good thing is they delayed it and they put it in the hands of Retro Studios, the original studio that made the Metroid Prime games in the first place. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But at the same time, a million red flags popped up in my head. Because I know the Retro Studios that made the Metroid Prime games is not the same Metroid It's not the same retro studio we have today. A lot of those developers left off to make other games. Halo, 343 Studios. Those developers that made the Prime games are at Halo, making the Halo series now, and other games in the industry, at different places. A lot of those developers are gone. Dudes were still like, it's all right, we got retro. I was like, no, it's not all right. We need more info. And I say all of that to bring it to the news item today. Retro has posted job listings for their studio. Specifically, and you could tell it's for Metroid Prime. All right, let me make this large screen. This is their tweet. Retro Studio is now hiring, one of them. But when you go to the actual website, the openings tell a very telling tale. Current openings: art director, product tester, art outsource manager, level 3 IT engineering, level 1 gameplay, lead character artist. The game hasn't started yet. And granted, Nintendo just announced like 2, 3, 4 months ago. They just got the announcement that they're working on the game. Whenever you have leads up for development, that lets you know this game, they're just drawing sketches right now. That's what they're doing at Retro Studio right now. Everybody has stencils and crayons, and they're just drawing. This lets you know that the game is early in development. Dudes, I hate to say it, but this game is not coming out on the Switch as we know it, the current Switch. This game is not coming out on the Switch hardware we know it. This game is it's going to be at least a 3-year project. If it's going to be a good AAA huge game, it's 2019, almost halfway through 2019. We're not getting this until 2022, possibly 20. The perfect year I think we're going to get Metroid Prime is probably 2023. If it's going to be a great game, they're going to take their time to polish it. 2023 is when we're getting it. That's almost 4. This is going to be another hardware generation for the Switch. Forget iterative updates. Yeah, the Switch is going to, and this is what I think that I want Nintendo to continually do with the Switch. Every 2 years or so, incrementally upgrade the hardware. So we never feel burnt, where the generations just blend like the iPhone. That's what the iPhone does. Every 2 years, every year really, they give us incremental upgrades. Nintendo do it every 2 years and eventually phase out the older Switches. Like the Switch that we have right now, keep this Switch relevant till at least 4 years and then just eventually phase out each Switch. But this game is years. 3 years. If it comes out in 2021, I'd be surprised. Because that's 2 years from now. That's 2 years from now. And for a big AAA game, 2 years, to make it in 2 years, that's pushing it. It looks like this is going to be a 2022 game, the earliest. All right. That's the news. Retro is hiring. They're like, all right, guys, we got to drop the crayons. It's time to start hiring people to make the game. Come on, bro. Now I know why I was so upset when this got delayed. Because I'm like, it's all good though. It's all good, man. But I'm not crazy. Of course I want to play this game. But Nintendo's been delivered on the software front. So I can't even be like, we don't have anything to play. Mortal Kombat right now is fire. Cuphead is fire. 2019 is going to be insane in the membrane. 2019 is going to be insane. for the Switch. So we're still gonna have games to play in the meantime. But if you're waiting to buy Switch 4, Metroid Prime 4, just pick up a Switch now. There's games to play. All right, dudes, what do you guys think about this? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Bucka, bro. You know what? The Metroid stayed put for the whole video. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Oh,